Alright, today, really simple stuff. We have some, I don't even know what they are. I think they're yam shoots and garlic, okay? We'll just put them together, it'll be great. Ate a lot of meat for lunch. We ate out today, so just gonna eat vegetable for dinner. Which is really nice. I mean, vegetable is so easy to cook. So what we do is we want to pick and choose, okay? These been in the fridge for a while, so I think some of them have gone bad. So what you want to do is to just wash it, and you can see this, right? Some of this part doesn't look good. Just throw them away. If you're a herbivore, you have a lot of pick and choosing to do. Because it's not like meat, right? Vegetable is really cheap, so if you see something that you don't like, just throw it away. Just throw them away. Doesn't really matter. So one thing to keep in mind when you're picking vegetable, right? You want to get rid of all the stuff that look weird. That's to say they're not green. And you also want to pick off the part that are have a lot of fiber. So if they see, I'm trying to decide if this black color is a natural coloring or is it actually bad. I'm gonna go with a natural coloring, I think, right? It's probably okay to eat them. I'll just throw away the part that look kind of messed up. So this dish is really easy. You can use other leafy vegetable. You can use spinach, any kind of bean shoot or sprout or some anything that's kind of leafy and very thin, right? You don't want a huge, thick leaf. You want these nice, thin leaf. I don't know how to find these vegetables in the American market, to be honest. I think these are definitely not fit for salad. I think they'll taste pretty awful if you try to eat it raw. Yeah, just throw them away. See, if you don't like it, just throw it away. You can probably fast forward. I think most of this video will actually be me picking vegetables. It's not very fun to watch. But I will keep it real time, so it's authentic. Oh my god, this thing has nothing left. It's become a stick. I wish I have a faster way of picking vegetables, so if you know how to do it real fast, please let me know. Because going through these individual leaves and checking if they're good actually takes quite a while. Also helps to make these leafy things the moment you bought them, right? So you don't have to do this. I only had to do this because I sort of left them in the fridge for too long. And they become a little bit grumpy. So this one looks good. Imagine me and you do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the girl you love and hold her tight. So happy together. I should call you up, investor done, and you say you belong to me. And you smile, imagine how the world could be so very fine, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. Maybe when you're with me, the skies will be blue for all my life. No matter how the toss it does, I had to be the only one for me to see. And you for me, so happy together. I see. I think I figured out the right algorithm. I should just look at the whole thing. If it looks good, I'll keep it. If it doesn't look good, I'll throw the whole thing away. Because I think I have too many anyways, right? So this whole thing looks good, I'll keep. This thing looks good, I'll keep. You see what I did there? A much faster algorithm. It's like 2 times as fast. So maybe the crappy part of the vegetable are weak, so if I grab it and just give it a rip, maybe all the crappy part will just fall off. What do you think? That's a good assumption, right? Good. I don't know if that works. Oh, this is tiring. But I assure you this is less tiring than eating a salad. If you try to eat all of this in a salad, I think your jaw will fall off. But we are going to eat all of this in a stir fry. That's to say, we can afford to eat a much healthier diet if we cook our food instead of leaving it raw. Okay. Let's see. It might seem like there's a lot of stuff in there, but once you cook it down, not much will be left. I wish there's a good way of picking vegetables. This is really slow. I think more than half the video will actually be just me picking vegetables. This is going to be ridiculous. But at least I hope it gives you a realistic sense of time, right? Because some dishes are really, a lot of time is spent in the pot, but this dish is mostly spent outside the pot, right? So, give you a good frame of reference on what's going on. When you pick vegetables, since they'll be dry, what you want to do is you want to get rid of the end if you can, because they tend to be the most dry and tough part of the vegetable. So if you pick those off, they'll be much nicer to chew. You'll get your fibers, don't worry. It's plenty enough in the rest of the vegetables. Okay. Okay, I think the rest are, let's see, these looks okay. The rest are kind of more, this one is okay. Maybe not this part. Alright, as you can see, we actually throw out most of them. But they're real cheap. I think the whole bag is like $1.50 or something. So just try to do our best, take the best part out, leave the rest. You don't really need those, right? Yeah, we're good. Okay. Look how much we threw away. Didn't matter. Okay, so we want to make sure we drain them properly. Guess how much will be after we cook them? All this will probably turn into like a very small plate. Okay, and we'll probably do the garlic now. Let's put it somewhere you can see. Okay, so to peel garlic, just get rid of some of the skins. We'll probably think about how much we need. We'll use kind of garlic, little pieces of garlic, and try to give it a nice coating. We'll probably use one more. Alright. To peel garlic, all you have to do is hit it with a knife. Really hard. Watch. Okay. And all the skin will fall off. We're going to mince these garlic, so it doesn't quite matter that we hit it into a pulp because we'll cut them into small pieces anyway. Same idea, right? Cutting one direction. It would be much nicer if I have a garlic press, but I don't, so we have to kind of do it old-fashioned. So, and then line them up, cut them in the other direction, and just do this thing, since I don't really know how to make garlic into finely chopped pieces without using a garlic press. Okay, and then we'll do the other garlic, give it a nice hard hit. Right, and the skin should just pretty much fall off. That's why you kind of want a knife with some weight to it, so it's not like a flimsy thing you can't manipulate well. This garlic is really fresh, which is great. So you see, if you chop garlic to these small pieces, they will cook rather fast, right? So you want to keep that in mind when you make this dish. The idea is you want everything to be well cooked, but nothing overcooked. So the size in which you cut these ingredients will directly dictate how long they should stay in the pan. The bigger the cut, the longer they have to stay until they finish cooking. So that's why whenever you try to stir fry anything, you want to cut them into the same size. Okay, I think these are probably good for now. We'll go ahead and rotate the camera over to see my pan. And we'll heat it again to high. Normal stir fry is always on high, so just keep that in mind. And we're putting a nice wad of oil, probably a bit more. Okay, we want to make sure it's really, really hot. So we'll just wait until it gets really hot. Again, to make sure it's really hot, move it around, see if it flows easily. If it doesn't, it's not hot enough. This is like watching the paint dry, except maybe faster. It's getting there. I think the right point to put the vegetable in is when it just began to smoke a little. That way it's really, really, really hot. You see how they start to flow a bit easier? I think it's good. We should probably just do it. You will know for sure once we put the vegetable in. If it makes a huge explosion, it's hot. It doesn't. So it's probably not hot enough. But it's okay. So all we want to do now is to just keep turning it. So it's important to keep rotating the bottom pieces to the top, right? So they don't burn on the bottom. Also, I'm trying something today. I want to add salt a bit later because I think salt tends to extract all the fluid out of the vegetable, which might make it more messy. So we'll try to keep salt in the end for this, and just try to let it heat up more. So I think this probably takes longer to cook than something like a spinach, because spinach, it will cook faster than this. Whew. You're escaping. Yeah, I think it's easier to flip it like this. As you can see, this has quite a strong structure, so we want to cook until this structure begins to break down a bit more. I think we'll do salt now, because a lot of fluids are not actually coming up, so I think it's safe to do salt. Alright, they're beginning to lose their structure. You can tell when they are beginning to collapse. So now we need to add the garlic. A whole lot of it. Maybe too much, to be honest. But I think if you cook the garlic, they'll be quite weak in flavor. So I think salt is actually crucial. Look how much it's gone down since I added a salt. It's beginning to behave much more nicely after I did the salt. So you have slowly to go down. I think in a little bit I probably want to call it a day. You know your vegetables are ready when they begin to tangle up. You see, they're beginning to slightly tangle with each other. That means they're almost done. So just give it a few more tosses. And think it's good. We don't want to overcook it. Alright, we'll turn the camera over. And plate. And just slowly transfer them into the plate. So there you go. A very nice leafy green vegetable. Can you see it? Looks pretty good, right? And we'll probably eat all of this, which is really healthy because I could not imagine eating this much vegetable in a salad, if you remember how much vegetable there are originally. Okay, that's for today. Okay, bye.